Wow, 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 wow. Okay, episode 2, I'm hoping, of selling Star Wars. We're going to go over real quick. Stay tuned to the end. I'm going to go over a lot today pretty quickly. So, off the top of my head, what recently I just mailed off yesterday was the Imperial Commander. Now, funny enough, how I got this one was I traded in a bunch of modern stuff and a little bit of vintage that I just wanted to liquidate down at my local comic book shop. And I built up enough credit that I was able to get this figure at a decent price. I think I put it out there for, I had it at $175, then I lowered it to $165, and then I got an offer at $150 shipped, and I was still making money at that, so I made that deal on the Imperial Commander on card. To its benefit, the bubble was super clear, the presentation was super nice. Yes, on the back of the card, I'll try to put a photo up here, that someone had surgically removed the proof of purchase back in the 80s. Yeah. So anyway, that was about, again, $150, and we had a little bit of profit in that, not a lot, but it was enough to have fun with it. And that's what we're doing. We're selling stuff, making a little bit of profit just on our cell phone, having some fun. Enjoy the stuff for a while, learn about it, and then I liquidate it and I sell it. A little tiny figure that sold for $18, and I was surprised when I put up a bunch of loose figures, was the Death Squad, the Death Squad Commander. I'll try to put a photo of him up there. That was just out of a whole bunch of group of figures that I put up for sale. Someone needed that figure. It had no pews, so a lot of times I'll put them up with the weapon that they come with. Obviously, they're worth a little bit more, and sometimes you're definitely selling a lot without the weapon, and they definitely go for a more discounted price. So I sold that guy, the Death Squad Commander. It was just $18 plus shipping. It was barely like $6 shipping, so there you go. I'm just going to go over what I'm selling today. I was going to go backlog. I have sold a lot of these Clone Trooper helmets. I had them at, I had like, a buddy of mine needed to sell them. I think I even started them at almost like $40 and $45, and then I raised the price to $60, $65. So I'm going to try to put this one up today for about back down to around $50. It's the last one, and see if I can move it. So the Clone Trooper helmet, it'll be like that, 50 plus shipping. See if we get any hits on that. I have a big group of figures sitting right over here. I'll put the picture up here. The bunch of figures, more really nicer figures, and that this one is like off the card. Again, these, frankly, you're lucky if you get 25 for them because they're pretty common. The Jabba's Goons, but his skirt is just mint condition. And this one, when the seller told me about it, he told me it was just straight off the card and had never been touched and never been played with. So that Klaatu right there. Some of the other ones, like if you are hunting, this is let me get the right name right, Lumat with the correct bow. This one is from my childhood. Again, I'll be honest, I'm trying to raise close to around $800, $900 right now to pay off some stuff. So to be honest, he might be on the chopping block. I had him up there for about like 130 or something like that. Didn't sell. I'm going to come up with a number today around 100 or so and see if I get any bites, and I'll just collect him again in the future. That's a Lumat with the quiver, with the bow, with the correct bow. Be careful with these bows. They can be reproductions a lot of the time, and they're obviously worth nothing. And there's a lot of different ways, the color, and just knowing the history of the figure, where it came from, if it came from a childhood collection, that it's legit vintage and not reproduction. You got to really watch out for that. I will probably do another video about reproduction items down the road. Frankly, I'll just keep on going with a couple other nice figures that I got. I got this one from a smoking good deal from one of my friends, Michael Massey, that helps me admin the group. I've enjoyed it for a little while. It was a really nice white trooper, a little bit weird. As you can almost see that pinkish tinting on the skirt. Again, the skirts are hard to find in good condition, but I mean, if you're not looking at that, he presents well. And these pews are a dime a dozen. The pews aren't really worth that much. They're pretty cheap, around, I'd say, barely 10, 12 bucks nowadays, give or take. Oh, here's just an oddball one. If I zoom in on the COO, the stamping on the bottom of this Zuckuss, really good condition Zuckuss, by the way. He's on the chopping block today. There is like no country of origin. I'll try to put up a still if I have time here, but all it has is, you know, LFL Lucasfilm and the date 1982, and then funny enough, you get circle and non-circle ones in the bottom, the injection mold. So some of them have the circles back here, some of them don't, and so just does no, like almost a raised bar, something going on right here, but no, it doesn't say Hong Kong, doesn't say China, doesn't say anything. So that's, I don't know what you call a variant or just an anomaly. So just people collect those in different capacities. So, and really good eyes, frankly, on this Zuckuss. Okay, just gonna tear through some of the other things that I'm gonna have on the chopping block today. I am gonna put up my walker. So I'm gonna just, yeah, I gotta make some money, moolah, and move it over to some other stuff. I might put Java on the chopping block today, the Java. And then the other time I did grab some toys from another guy who was, again, looking to sell. So I posted the pictures and you guys just needed to liquidate it. So we sold a Java and a Dagobah and a Star Destroyer, all to one guy. And that was a decent, good deal. Okay, this is my other quick thing. I'll go into a little bit more into communicating through Facebook Marketplace when you're talking about the deal in the next video. I'll try to focus on that in the next video. And later on, once I get these all organized, I'll try to put that up here for the communicating through Facebook Marketplace, what to do, what not to do, how to negotiate, and how to, you know, just make whether you're the buyer or the seller, warm and fuzzy, and everybody's happy. Okay, peace out. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe. Thank you.